chica de Bahía con milagros, cantita bien caro. La ballena, brasilera canta a capela. Dime en portugués todo lo que quieras, yo te llego en cualquier manera. Semi-automatic, shoot my shot in verse until I had it.
April was all about, honestly, just surviving life. I felt like I was hit with a lot of obstacles in terms of just how I felt emotionally, and also just trying to stick to a routine, getting back to a routine, lots of changes. So I'm excited for May. I think April was great, but May can be better. So let's go ahead and look at April goals, see what I accomplished. I do my monthly goals in 4 categories: personal, health and wellness, business goals, and financial. For the personal category, I set to try 3 new coffee shops on my coffee passport. And so me and my husband have been kind of planning our date nights around, or like day dates around that. And we actually did try 3 new coffees, 2 of which I loved. One was like okay, and you can see them on my recap. And then the next goal was meet up with a friend, and I did. I went to a Pilates class and we went to brunch, so that was really nice to catch up with a friend. I also FaceTimed a friend, so that was nice too, because I don't typically, sometimes it's hard for me to like contact my friends because sometimes I'll feel like I don't want to bother them, but I know I have to get out of that habit of feeling that way. And then also sometimes I feel like I'm always the one like reaching out, and that doesn't always feel good. But I know when I reach out, my friends are always down to hang out. So it's like, it's not about them not wanting to hang out. I think sometimes it's like we all can get in our heads. If I want to have that hangout, I know that I need to make the effort. But I did let my friends know that I want to receive the same effort. In case you haven't told your friend to make the same amount of effort, I know it can be scary, but do it. And then the next goal was to find an Airbnb/hotel for our Italy trip. So I'll be turning 30 in August, and I planned a trip to Italy in September, and we're going with like this tour, like this group tour, but the day before the tour starts and the day after it ends, we have like free days. So I wanted to experience a hotel in Italy and also experience an Airbnb in Italy. So I ended up booking that, which felt good. And accomplished all of our personal goals. And then for health and wellness, the first goal was do one thing you've been avoiding. I feel like I did. I was avoiding a lot of like filming. I was avoiding filming a video, and you'll see it in May. You'll see the video in May, but I was definitely avoiding it, and I did do that. And then find a gynecologist or a new dentist. I actually did both. I've already scheduled the appointment, so I'm excited about that because I've just been having such a hard time with like, again, like I think it's just like a week before my period, like where I just feel this overwhelming amount of emotion. And then I don't know, I've just been feeling off because nothing necessarily is wrong, but I've just been feeling off, and I don't know if that is my anxiety or if it is something in my body, maybe like something's going on that I'm not aware of, and I just kind of want to see a gynecologist, never seen one, and then our dentist, unfortunately, is no longer in insurance, so we had to find a new one. So exciting to find new providers, but also nerve-wracking because I was telling my husband the other day, I just hate going to the doctor and feeling like they're not taking me serious. And so I asked him to come with me. He suggested to come with me. Hopefully that will help ease the anxiety of it. And then try Copilot Fitness free trial. So Copilot Fitness is kind of a blend between personal training and coaching, and they create individual workouts for you, and I wanted to try that out, and I did. I'm actually sticking with it. I've been really enjoying it, and so yeah, we did start it. Try walking meditation using the Aloe Moves app. I did not, and I ended up choosing not to review my Aloe Moves app because I would think I was doing just the trial. But I'm okay with that because I did the Copilot one, so it's okay. But I still want to kind of try some type of walking meditation or some type of meditation. And then 5,000 steps 4 times a week. that was so challenging for me. Like there's some days where I can 10K steps, and there's some days where I do 7K steps, and then there's some days where I'm literally only doing max around 3K steps or 4K steps. And so I didn't do this 4 times a week. I need to figure out the best route to get this. It could just be a mindset thing, but I haven't been able to accomplish that. But I did get some, there were some days around the month where I did do max 5,000 steps. And then the last health and wellness goal was do fitness classes 2 to 3 times a month. And I did do 2 classes, one with a friend and one on my own. Well, yeah, one with a friend and one on my own. And I use ClassPass. So that's how I go to the classes. I work from home for the majority. And I mean, if I do go into the office, it is to see clients in person. And so I just need to be around other people more than stay isolated, because that just makes me sad. And then business goals is check emails only twice a day on work days. I failed at this. Like, I don't know, again, it could have been my anxiety, just like looking at my emails, or just like if I was bored, I would check my email. And I have deleted the like Gmail app on my phone, but I will still go on Safari and like log in there. So I need to figure out how I can just like not do it. And then the next goal is prepare clients for a new rate increase. I did do that, and I've been telling my clients that my rate's gonna increase in the month of July, which I do this every year. Spend $0 on clothes. Nope, I did not. I did spend my budget, but I didn't spend 0. There's a lot of goals, and only 4 of them were completed, and that's like a win. So yeah, I'm glad with that. I'm happy with that. So let's go ahead and just reflect for the month of April and then get into our May goals. So let me share a little bit about my April monthly reflection. As always, I will put the prompts right here. The first question is, how did I feel overall this month? I did say that I felt really overwhelmed because the first week of April I had to go back home. I had to go help my mom out with some medical stuff, and so I had to cancel a bunch of sessions, remove a bunch of client sessions. And before that, I had already gone to a trip with friends, so I had already canceled a lot of, not canceled, but like I didn't have spots open for clients, so I had very much less availability in the month of April, which means less income. And while I had prepared my business savings, like I have my business savings in the case that I have fluctuating months that I could add that money, but it was more than I expected, and so that didn't make me feel great, and it was just a little bit overwhelming, and I was just been having like a slow client month the past month. But at the same time, it's weird because like I had a slow client month, but then because I had a lot of clients in January come in, so it's just kind of one of those things. Like I think things are slowing down usually in the summer, so it's kind of one of those things that I kind of have to anticipate that it's going to happen again. How can I better prepare with that? So that was a little overwhelming. I figured it out for this month, and I'm hopeful May is going to be good. I don't have a lot of vacation plans or anything like that, so that is the beauty of being an entrepreneur. The beauty and the curse is that you have to plan those things, and you have to kind of put money aside for vacation time, because it's not like you get it like your normal 8 to 5, right? And then the next question is, did I make rest a priority this month? I didn't feel rested. I felt like my brain was constantly talking to me. Like my brain just couldn't stay quiet. I was feeling a lot more stressed out. And so no, I don't think I made rest a priority this month. I'm hopeful that maybe in May I can turn this around, focus more on being present and not so much like thinking about the future. And then the next question is, did I make progress on the goals I chose to focus on this month? And as you saw, I did make progress, so that was good. And then wins I'm celebrating this month. I am celebrating 4 years of podcasting and 1 year on YouTube. I am so grateful that I get to do this. But I also felt like, because it was this week, like my anniversary, but I almost kind of felt like this apathy towards it. Like I couldn't be really happy or excited about it. And I get it could be just because my overall mood, but I am grateful for all your support and just excited to continue this journey and continue also putting my mental health in the forefront when it comes to balancing it all, right? So that's what I've been celebrating. I've also celebrated getting 2 new clients in April. So that's why I say it's like, yes, I got 2 new clients, but at the same time, I also let a bunch of clients go because either their treatment plan was over or they just haven't communicated in a couple of months. And so that just means that they ghosted, right? So that didn't feel good. And then sticking to my Copilot goals, that has been really helpful, like trying that out and having that structure. And yeah, those are the 4 reflection questions that I want to share with you. Hopefully these help guide you just reflect on the month and see where you can change, what you need to celebrate. And now we're gonna chat about May goals. I am gonna try something different for the month of May. I just need a reset. I just need a whole attitude adjustment for May. And there's a lot of exciting things happening in May. My sister graduates from high school, which is super exciting. My husband's birthday is in May. Oh, and I'm also getting a tattoo in May. I'm really excited. Me and my sister want to get tattoos together. They're not gonna be like matching sister tattoos. At least that's what, I don't think, maybe we'll change our mind, but we're both getting a tattoo because I'm turning 30, she's 18, and so it's kind of like a little just recognition of us getting older and wiser. And yeah, I'm excited to get us, I'm excited to go get a tattoo. Nervous, but I'm excited. And so for the month of May, I just need a attitude reset, like I said. April, I feel like while I was able to hold most of my goals and my habits, I also, to survive, I was using some other habits that weren't the healthiest. Like I was eating out a lot. And I mean, like eating out a lot, more like eating out more than usual, craving more fast food, things like that, that I think were also not making me feel good. I was getting a lot of coffee, and again, it could be the passport too. We got the passport, and so just like felt like, oh, I get this coffee and this coffee, which is fine, but I was also doing it during the week. So what I want to do in May is make a May challenge. So not necessarily May goals, like they're not goals, but more like a challenge of like challenge myself to make these habits happen and embody doing these habits. And so it's not going to be like, oh, like at the end of May you've accomplished these every single day, but more so like every week this is what you're going to aim for. So this is my May challenge. You could do this with me if you want, but this is personalized to me, so you could change some of these things up if you want to. So the first part of the challenge is fast food once a week, and if I eat at a restaurant, that counts as fast food. So eating it once a week. We already have date nights once a week where we eat out, so I just want to stick to that because we're pretty good at making food at home. It's just when I get in these moods, I'll be like, oh, I just want this and this, and I know that that's not a healthy habit. So it's not a habit that I want to keep up with. Like I know that if I let it linger for too long, it doesn't make me feel good. So that's one of the things that I want to do for this challenge. And then the next part of the challenge is drinking only once a week on social events or date nights. And if I do drink on those like social events or on date nights, that I have 2 drinks max. So I know I have like an event, like for Cinco de Mayo, I have a like cocktail making event. And so like I know that that's gonna be my week. Like that day will be the day to drink, and then we can't drink the rest. And I don't want to limit myself again. Like if it happens, it happens, but this is like what my intentions are, right? And then the next part of the challenge is work out 4 times a week. I've already gotten the hang of that habit. I've been very disciplined working out 4 times a week. And then the only exception is on my period week, where I listen to my body and do what feels right. So sometimes what feels right may mean just walking, prioritizing steps, or it may mean only doing 2 workouts, or it may mean dropping down in weights on some of my workouts. So that's kind of what me and my coach have been talking about on period weeks. And like instead of, we'll still have like 2 or 3 workouts programmed, but in the event that I'm not feeling good, I can switch it up. So that's part of the challenge. And then FaceTime a friend once this month. I did this month, and I just really enjoyed just FaceTiming with a friend, like not having to go and plan and just being spontaneous. I just texted my friend, hey, are you available? And like, hey, I want to call you, and did that. And we got hopped on a FaceTime. And so that's what I want to do. I just want to FaceTime a friend and just like talk and chat about the day. And I want to actually hang out in person with a friend once this month. It's going to be a busy month, so I'm hoping that I can get that. But I think if I just like, this week is the last week of April, so I'll text a friend to make plans for this month. And then the next part of the challenge is go to 3 workout classes this month outside of home workouts. So using my class pass, getting 3 workout classes, and I've already have them kind of lined up for the month of May, and my husband's gonna go to some of my classes with me because he's just been wanting to try class pass too. So that'll be exciting because that could be like one of our date nights or something. And then I want to treat myself to coffee on Fridays and Saturdays only. So instead of drinking coffee throughout the week, because that's what usually like my routine is, like I wake up and I have coffee first thing in the morning, but I don't think it does anything. Like it doesn't make me more alert or more energized. I end up feeling like this crash in the middle of the afternoon. So instead, which is the next part of the challenge, is Monday through Thursday, drink some type of tea. My preference is peppermint tea because I've been really enjoying that. I already have a habit of drinking it at night. So I'm just gonna like switch it up to drinking it in the morning instead of having coffee. And then one of the habits that I saw in April is I was like on like eating croissants all month. Like I usually go to get coffee before my therapy appointment. And so I would get a croissant, and then on Fridays I go to a coffee shop to edit and I would get a croissant. And it's just like, it adds up over time, right? And then you're thinking like, well, why are you not seeing results in fitness? Well, because there's these little things that add up, right? So I'm only wanting them to have them once a week. So I know right now I'm been indulging in doing it twice a week, but I'm gonna want to do it only once a week. And that's the challenge. So again, some of these things are already things that I already have some sort of like progress in, so I don't think they'll be as tough, but it's still a challenge. I think the one that's gonna be, I think the biggest challenge is going to be the Monday through Thursday just drinking peppermint tea, and the fast food one. I think that's gonna be the 2 most challenging ones. All the other ones I can survive, but I'm not restricting myself. Like I'm not saying no coffee at all for 30 days. Like that's not gonna happen. But we're just trying to reduce our weekly intake. Small, achievable goals, or small, achievable habits make us better. So that is it for the May challenge. Let me know if you wanna try this out, and maybe if it's not like croissants, you could change it to something else, like it's something that you find yourself like your treat that you always tend to gravitate towards. That might not be the healthiest option, but it's the one that kind of like you look forward to. So I like it because it's just, all these things are just things to look forward to. It makes me feel like I could look forward to my month, and all these things are really exciting. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this. Let me go ahead and share my monthly favorites with you. One of my monthly favorites was Poppy's orange flavor soda. This has been my favorite drink. Adam loves the raspberry one, but I'm a big fan of orange. It reminds me of orange Fanta, and I've been obsessed with this lately. And then the other thing that's a favorite of mine, like a lifestyle favorite, is I bought these candles off of Amazon. I'll put a picture right here for my bathroom. So I love taking a bubble bath, especially on those rough workouts. Like after I did a Pilates class and I could not feel my arms, my legs. It was the most intense workout I've ever experienced. And I needed like Epsom salts, and I love to be able to take like a hot bubble bath. But one of the things that I didn't like about bubble baths were I couldn't use like scented candles because it would just give me a headache. So I stopped doing like scented candles and I started using just like regular little tea light candles. But I didn't want to have to keep rebuying that. I just thought that that was wasteful to keep rebuying candles and using candles. So I ended up getting these candles that are like battery operated, so it'll last a lot longer. And I don't know, I just really enjoy how it looks like. It looks exactly like having candles. So yeah, that's what I got. And I got it from Amazon, so I'll put the link down below. And then another favorite of mine was Copilot Fitness. And as I already mentioned, it is a kind of personal trainer slash coaching slash accountability. The stereotype of a personal trainer is like this tough, rough person. They're gonna yell at you and they're gonna like this all or nothing mentality, right? Copilot Fitness, that's not the vibe. So I'm gonna put a link down below if you want free 30 days of trying it out. I am not sponsored, but if you want to try it out because you get 30 days and I get 30 days for free. So it's a win-win. Win-win. 30 days is a lot of days to get on like a trial. So I think that's just an incredible like thing that Copilot is doing. And then ClassPass, I have the 18 credit one. So I think that's $39 a month. And you could do up to like 4 classes a month. It just depends on the classes that you pick because every class has different credits. But I've been really enjoying doing that and just getting out of the house and also wearing a cute workout set while I'm getting out of the house. So that has been really nice. And then something else that I loved, this is like the final thing, is the 5-minute journal, but it's the Fit edition. I shared this that I was going to start it this month and I really love it. And I'm going to put a picture right here of, there's a section where you could put all of your monthly habits. You'll only see up to April 27th because today's April 27th. But I love that you could track your habits there, and you can and then at the end you can count like how much you accomplished, how much of your habits did you accomplish. And I'm gonna do that for the May challenge. So I'm gonna track my May challenge using the habit tracker on my journal. And yeah, love it. I also have a code for the 5-minute journal, and I'll put it down in the description. But that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you love videos like this, if you loved just the format of how this went, please make sure that you hit the thumbs up button and consider subscribing to the channel. I'll see you next time.